You just lived through the biggest liquidation in crypto history. Were you able to pick up XRP below $1.50 like some people? What actually happened here? I have all of the information up to date in this video, guys. It'll give you some understanding of what we just experienced today. It was crazy. Nate Grossi says, smart men go broke in 3 ways: liquor, ladies, and leverage. This is a Charlie Munger clip, especially leverage. We did see $19 billion worth of crypto liquidations today. Just to give you some understanding of the impact here, the COVID crash was 1.2 billion liquidations. The FTX crash is 1.6 billion. Today was $19.16 billion. Like I said, were you able to even buy any XRP at these crazy prices around $1.50 or lower today? As you can see here, $1.65 trillion was wiped out from US stock markets. But like, why? What happened here to bring us to this point? Let me go through what we think happened. The Kobayashi letter posted this at 10:57 a.m. Eastern. President Trump canceled his meeting with China and said massive tariff increases are incoming. 40 minutes later, the S&P erased $1.2 trillion of market cap. Is this a buying opportunity? Let me go ahead and break this down for you. Here is the statement that President Trump posted today. He accused China of lying and imposing export controls on rare earth metals. Trump canceled his meeting in 2 weeks with President Xi and said massive tariff increases are coming. He did say over 100% tariffs are now coming to China. And so they said they want to impose export controls on each and every element of production having to do with rare earths. I have always felt that they have been lying in wait, and now, as usual, I have been proven right. Massive increase in tariffs of Chinese products coming to the United States of America. Rare earths have been very important for Trump. Between Ukraine deal and US-China trade war, Trump has prioritized rare earths. These metals are crucial for the production of weapons, chips, AI, and strategic leverage. The US gets 70% of its rare earths from China. And as you can see, this chart here is pretty insane how much comes from China and other countries. When the first US-China trade deal was signed on May 12th, rare earths were a crucial component for the Trump administration. Now President Trump claims China is attempting to impose export control on these metals. The market collapsed on this headline with fears of the trade war returning. And so they go on to say, but we believe the market is vastly different situation than in April 2025. It is now clearer than ever that the trade deal is becoming largely focused on China. We believe today's statement is a bargaining chip. So pretty rough bargaining chip to see all of this play out. $300 billion in market cap just wiped off the face of the earth here. Here is President Trump reacting to some of the stuff that was happening today, but there's also other things outside of this that I'm going to get into right after this clip.
We have airplanes, we have airplane parts. You remember that from last time. And we were just surprised that China have a very good relationship with President Xi, and they did that. This is not something that I, instigated. This was just a response to something that they did. And they didn't really aim it at us. They aimed it at the whole world. The whole world is subject to it. So I thought it was very, very bad. But we have many things, including a big thing is airplane. They have a lot of Boeing planes and they need parts.
Okay, let me continue here. Now, we did see a targeted attack here on CoinGlass. If you're not familiar, CoinGlass aggregated derivative exchange data, including liquidation heat map, Bitcoin futures open interest, funding rates, and liquidation, something that we probably could have used today. They were targeted by a large-scale proxy attack earlier today, which temporarily affected their website access. The issue has been resolved. Our website is fully accessible now. Some community member says, BS, your APIs and services were down while the market tanked, and we were looking for data. Now you inform us after the market tanks 90%. Thanks. You also have this. Marty Party says more evidence of a systemic dollar pricing glitch or manipulated Oracle attack today. Several reports of DDoS attacks on crypto dollar platforms and sites. Same technique that was used in 2017 and 2020. In my opinion, this is a systemic coalition to remove the open interest from the ecosystem and force a reset. Also, Hyperliquid Whale opened up a short 30 minutes before Trump announced the 100% tariffs on China. So some people are speculating that there's an inside job here. How did they know that he was going to announce this 30 minutes before opening up? This person made $192 million in profit today. Their accounts were open today and have already withdrawn most of the money. A hit and run. Could be a government state actor doing this, or obviously somebody that has a well-oiled team, because if you're targeting CoinGlass and other sites to DDoS them, getting ready for this feels like it was all planned. And Raul Paul says, desperately trying to move money out of my bank into crypto, near impossible to any reasonable time. Arg, always still a gift. Now, even Raul Paul, who has his thumb on the market here, is well connected, didn't see this coming. If he did, he would have had the money ready. So even experts from across the space didn't see something like this happening. So obviously this could have been generated by a group. We currently are experiencing, so this is Uphold and other exchanges. We are currently experiencing issues affecting transactions, including deposits, buys, and sells on both Uphold and Topper. Our team is actively working to resolve this. We appreciate your understanding. And then they do have some other things here. Guys, if you made it this far, please hit like. Just get this video in front of other people so they know what's going on. I'd really appreciate your support to do that. Binance also says, due to heavy market activity, our system is under high load. Some users may experience intermittent delays and display issues. We're actively monitoring the situation and working to resolve it. Funds are seifu. Thank you for your patience. Don't like making a joke of this. Now, I've seen this post by multiple people on X. I don't know if it's true. I just want to give you this information. Do some due diligence yourself here, but they are seeing some rumors that Wintermute could have an issue. Rumor is Wintermute plus Crypto.com got hit hard, blew up, if you will. If you want to be safe, please withdraw any money associated with these protocols to be safe. I cannot confirm this information for you guys, as I do not know anyone at Wintermute or Crypto.com, but the rumors I am hearing is that they blew up. Please be careful. There's going to be some ramifications here. You don't just have one of the worst collapses in crypto history and there's not any collateral damage. Also, Jim Cramer said to buy crypto 2 weeks ago. I don't know if this is the Cramer curse, ladies and gentlemen. You tell me. Here are some of the prices that things dipped to. They actually dipped lower than this. This is just a good image to show you what people were experiencing in real time today as panic set over the entire crypto industry. XRP dipped even more. I think it was like 40 or 50% at one time. Aster says 43% at this time, 46% for Tau, 47% for Chainlink. Aptos, World Liberty Financial dipped 51%. You also have AVAX, XPL, SUI, and others that dipped almost 70 to 80% today. Ladies and gentlemen, this was pretty insane. And then, of course, King Solomon says we're reverse mooning. So what do I think happened here? I think greed. And I think somebody somewhere knew something and took full advantage of that. It feels like this is a larger thing than just one or two people doing this. This is probably a team of people. And I wouldn't want to be those people right now, because there are people on X that are going to go out and hunt all this information down. I will bring you updates on all of this going forward. Please make sure that you're subscribed and following the channel so I can do that. I personally bought more XRP today. I'm not selling in a market like this, especially when we dip. You know, these things are going to happen. Unfortunately, it happened today, but it doesn't change the technology. It doesn't change the trajectory of where this is all heading. It doesn't change the adoption by financial institutions and financial market infrastructures and central banks all over the world. Blockchain is the future. We just have to go through all of these speed bumps to get where we really want to go here with full adoption. But let me know what you guys, were you able to pick up some XRP at $1.50 or lower? Did you have trouble buying on some of these exchanges because they did lock out some trading, maybe to stop some of the bleeding or to not allow people to buy at extreme lows and dips? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Have a safe weekend. I'm sorry you're going through this, but we'll get through it together.